Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to be sitting down and filming this Q&A because I feel like it's been a long time since we've just sat down and caught up. So I hopped on my Instagram and asked you guys to ask me any question, nothing off limits, and I can just be open about those things. And so I wrote down some of the most important things that I saw a lot of that I'm going to be answering today. The biggest questions I got were about my relationship with Noah, what I do for work outside of YouTube, co-parenting, and moving. So I'm going to talk about all those things and a lot more in this video and just honestly catch up. So grab a snack, sit down, hang out with me. Let's do it. So the most obvious thing I want to talk about first is just my absence from YouTube. It has been quite a long time since I have been consistent with YouTube, and you guys know that. There are several reasons because of this, one of the biggest being that I am a single mom and I do prioritize my life outside of YouTube. There's a lot of people that become YouTubers and really have this huge passion for it, which is amazing, but it very quickly can become your top priority in life. Your whole life can revolve around a filming schedule, an uploading schedule, and all these things. And I've definitely seen people do an awesome work-life balance that I think is amazing. It kind of all goes back to the fact that when I started my YouTube channel, I never really pictured it becoming what it is today. And that is a huge blessing. I never imagined that I could help so many people, love on so many people, encourage so many people, get all of this love and encouragement back, have this virtual family for Kartia and I when I was pregnant and told I would not have that. Literally looked at in the eyes and told, you will not have anything, nobody will want to be friends with you, nobody will romantically ever want you again, just horrible things. I really believed those things for a long time. I needed you guys in a way because I have learned so much through our community. And I know that some of you have seen some of my videos and been so touched and moved at the perfect timing by them as well. And it's just been amazing. It's been a very unique YouTube experience for sure. So this past year, I started dating Noah, and I've kind of shared a little bit of what that's been like and just some vlogs of our life together. It's been so much fun, definitely filled with learning, adventure, and balancing new things. I think the craziest part is that I have discovered that I want to be private about more things than I realized. When I started my YouTube channel, I definitely emphasized being open. Just be open about your struggles, be open about your journey so that you can get help and you can give help to other people. Being transparent and being authentic is very huge. But recently I've been thinking about the difference between transparency and vulnerability. They sound very similar, but they're extremely different. Being vulnerable is a very intimate thing, and it is so good to have people close to you that you are able to be that with. That they're able to see you at your lows, see you at your highs, speak truth into you even though it might not be what you want to hear. And as the word implies, it's a very vulnerable position to be in. So you really want trusted people in that circle. You cannot be vulnerable with everyone. You can be transparent though. You can be honest. You can be very upfront. And I think that's something that I've very much taken with me through this channel. But as I've grown up and as I've matured literally in front of you guys' eyes, and we've all grown up and matured together, which has been really cool, I've really realized the importance of that lesson. So in conclusion, my absence on YouTube has been because I'm in a very transformative time, I feel like. A time that I felt like I wanted to keep a little more private, especially because it includes someone else so special to me. And as Kartia's growing up, I have thought a long time about how involved I really want her to be on my YouTube channel. Kartia loves the camera. Kartia loves people. She is one of the most extroverted people I have ever met in my whole life. And she's very intentional about it. She knows how to make people smile. She knows how to compliment them and affirm them, and it's beautiful. You'd think that COVID would really take that away from a kid, but it didn't. And regardless if I can tell as a parent right now that one day she might find her way back to some kind of public platform, because I see that spark in her. She definitely loves people kind of the way that I do. It's something very precarious. There's never really been a generation quite like ours, especially with social media. I've thought about maybe making a video dedicated to this subject. So it's definitely held me back from wanting to make videos on here. So that kind of transitions to my job outside of YouTube. Obviously, to have a career on YouTube, you need to be consistent, and I am definitely not. I have been recently working on home renovations with Noah, and that has been so much fun because he is so handy. His dad is a woodworker, so he just grew up around tools, and fixing things was just second nature to him. So it's been really cool to grow closer to him in that aspect, but also to learn a whole new part of myself that I didn't even know existed. There is something so satisfying about building something yourself or fixing something or getting creative with your hands. and even more specifically, making something that other people can enjoy. So renovating homes and decorating them has been so much fun. So that's what I've been doing outside of YouTube, and I have recorded a lot of it just for fun, and I'm honestly not really sure if you guys want to see those kinds of videos. So please comment down below and let me know what you guys really want to see from me. Honestly, if you'd be down if I switch my content a little bit, always remaining true to the heart of why I started a YouTube channel, which was to connect to people, to encourage people, to share love. Another huge update that I am so excited to share with you guys is that I have been praying and fasting specifically about adoption and foster care for a long time at this point. And recently there had been some turbulence in my personal life that made me question so many things. And spiritually, that turbulence was so revealing. There is nothing like going through a trial, going through a tribulation, something so horrible, but getting to really see God's goodness, like a cloud opening up, just the sun pouring through. Even though it's a rainstorm all around you, you get to see this rainbow. You get to see, wow, you know what? God is still good even though all these horrible things are happening. Even though I may not enjoy this, I'm not comfortable, I know that he's working. And something I definitely feel like was getting attacked was, am I worthy of doing this? Could I really be a good parent to more kids? In my mind and in my heart, I know the answer is yes. But it's so crazy how the voice of negativity, especially if it comes from real people in your life, can just pop into your head and tell you no. You can't do it. You're gonna be an unsuccessful mom. What you really have to get good at in life, that I feel like is just an endless skill, is distinguishing the truth from lies in your life. I'm actively making steps towards the foster care system right now. So if you guys could pray for me in this category and just encourage me, if you have any advice for adoption or foster care, please drop it in the comments. I am so excited. It is a whole new soul entering our home that we get to love on, and I'm sure it's going to come with a lot of adjustments. Foster care children's identities and faces are not allowed to be shared on social media, which I totally understand. I think is awesome, but is going to be another adjustment, of course, with me being active on social media. And it's really weird because I'm so split. A huge part of me loves doing this. I love being transparent and sharing different seasons. So many of the seasons I've been through in the last 4 years are documented on here. And never once did I regret sharing those moments because it was so helpful to others and helpful to me. I already love connecting with people, so social media gave me an opportunity to connect with so much more people, and it has been so cool. I'm sure there's going to be so many nuggets of wisdom and lessons to be learned as I'm going through this journey, foster care / adoption, and I want to share that. Why would I want to keep that to myself? And another part of me understands the importance of privacy. So I'm definitely going to be learning how to walk this fine line a little bit better. I've gotten so many questions about marriage, about engagement, my relationship with Noah in general. We've been in a very transitional season right now of figuring those things out. I feel fantastic. I feel like my arms are up in the air. I have completely surrendered our relationship, which feels amazing. It's really easy to say, yeah, my relationship's in God's hands, you know? Or this is in God's hands, he's got it. But what is harder is actually looking at your life and your decisions and asking yourself, am I really giving it to God? I may as well just show you guys a journal entry. We're getting into this. So this is a journal entry I wrote a while ago. It's about 3 things that Noah and I were praying and fasting over, and that we're kind of putting in the forefront of our minds right now in this season. So we're praying and fasting over desires, direction in our relationship. I was listening to this really amazing talk about desire versus discipline, and it completely changed my mindset on so many things. When you have a set of goals or habits that you want to change, and they're not changing, you're procrastinating, things are not going the direction you want them to, a lot of times I think we beat ourselves up about our discipline. Oh, you're not disciplined enough, you're not trying hard enough, just work harder. Which I think we hear a lot, but we don't really see that work a lot of the time because motivation is very fleeting. It is not very sustainable to actually get you to change your life, change your mindset. What can actually help more is evaluating your desires. So if you picture it this way, you're driving a car. Your desires are who's in the front seat and in the back seat. For example, if your goal is to be a fitter, more healthy person and a desire of yours is comfort and food tasting good or just for things to be easier, and you're driving your car and you're wondering why your body doesn't feel good, or you feel tired all the time, or maybe your health goals aren't actually being reached, really taking an honest look at what desires are driving your life that are putting you on this path in this direction that you're going. If a goal of yours is to be healthy, then you have to take that desire of comfort out of the car. You have to take that desire for things to be easy out of the car, because it's not going to be easy and it's not going to be comfortable, and things tasting good is not going to be helpful if you want to live a healthier life. You can instead replace it with a desire to be healthy, a desire to be fit, a desire to wake up and feel good, filled with energy. Anyways, so in a relationship with anyone, as friends or romantically, evaluating your desires as a group is super important, because if your friends' desires are completely different than yours, they're going to still play a huge role in which direction your life is going in. And in a romantic relationship, things are going to clash because you guys are driving in opposite directions, or you're going to crash into each other and it's where are we even going? It can be very confusing if you don't just sit down and go over those things. So a lot of the season that we're in right now is just about sitting down and being intentional, really evaluating things from a place of love. A part of me really, really wants it to work out. Of course, that's natural. But if I want that so badly, I'm going to be willing to do all of these things I shouldn't be to sustain that desire. When in reality, my desire is to have a healthy, happy, God-honoring family that is so strong, that does ministry together, that loves on people, that is a unit where you have two partners that pour into each other, that sharpen each other, that are overflowing with love, and that love overflows onto the children and to the community that they're helping. That is the healthy desire that I want. So I'm not going to sacrifice that by going, oh, I really want my relationship with Noah to work, when in reality there is a way bigger, better desire that I do have, and I want my car to be driving in that direction. Let me know if that's making sense to you guys. So obviously as a young adult, your desires change frequently, it feels like. But I really think it is cool to just sit down and really understand where your identity is rooted in and what the real lofty desires of your heart are. Not just the little ones like a wish list, but deep desires of your heart. Anywho, that's where I'm at. Our relationship is going well. It's just been filled with a lot of learning, and I really do love that, because learning is not something that can ever be taken away from you. You might have to be repeating a lot of lessons, but nonetheless, every lesson matters. When I started doing the renovation thing and kind of exploring life outside of YouTube, I was really confronted with the question of what I want to do with my life. And I always knew a huge part of it was to help people. I love people so much. I just had such a rough time as a teenager. I was so ready to be done with everything. And I have experienced so much beauty and so many amazing things, miracles, that I would have never been able to experience if I would have chosen to end my life that day. Something deep within me never wants to just walk by as another person is feeling that. And so the internet has given me such an awesome platform to reach out to these people and just give them a big hug and tell them it's gonna be okay. Look at my channel, it's gonna be okay. I was told I couldn't do it. I was told no one was gonna love me. You can really connect with another person in such a beautiful way when you can relate emotionally with them. It's beautiful. Kids teach you so much about emotions. They're learning to deal with their emotions. They've never dealt with them before, and you get to show them what that looks like. And it is so hard, but it is so wonderful. It's truly a miracle. Real love is selfless. It is sacrifice. It is beautiful. It is patient. It is kind. There is no strings attached ever. And it will transform you. It will change everything about you. I don't know why I'm crying. I'm just so excited. And it just breaks my heart that there are so many kids out there that don't know what that feels like. And it took me a long time to figure it out too. I've been praying for all of my future children and future foster children for a while now, and I'm just so excited to meet them. I am so ready to create again. I'm so ready to go in whatever direction this channel is going to go in, but I will never stop sharing truth and love with you guys. That's where I feel like my life is at right now. It's at this crazy transitional period where if I just get over this hump, just so many things are gonna happen and change, and I'm so excited, and I want to be present, and I don't want fear to be a part of what's on the other side at all. I feel like now's the time to just shed off any of this baggage that I might not even realize I'm carrying with me. And as I'm sitting here talking with you guys and being transparent, I'm realizing that's the case. And I'm thankful for crying with you on the internet for 4 years now. I will see you in my next video.